Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you how you can get an absolute ton of souls really quickly. Souls are super important in Gems of War. You need them to upgrade the great weapons from the Soulforge like Dawnbringer and Duskbringer, but they cost a whopping 1 million souls each. I can remember being at a point in the game where I thought I was never going to have a million souls spare where I could craft weapons like this. And the Ruby Macaque, that costs another 1 million souls. So souls are super important in Gems of War, and you even need them to craft troops, to upgrade your troops, and to get some key troops from the Soulforge at the same time. So we're going to need an absolutely epic level team to get souls really quickly. But speaking of epic, so there I was, just minding my own business, when suddenly, BAM! Okay, not really, but it sure felt like it when I fired up Marvel Strike Force on my phone. This video is sponsored by Marvel Strike Force, an epic squad-based RPG where you can assemble your dream team of heroes and villains to save the multiverse. Who wouldn't want to see Wolverine, Iron Man and Deadpool teaming up to take down Doctor Doom, right? Look at this, Mockingbird is just destroying everything. It's like she woke up and chose chaos. Gameplay is dynamic with endless team combinations, so every battle feels fresh. Spider-Man, Deadpool, Thor, Captain America can all be yours in the first 30 days of play, even as a new player. New characters are constantly being released, and this month look out for Agatha Harkness available from the login calendar. Use my link in the description or scan my QR code to get free characters, even if you're a new player. You can unlock up to 17 total characters within the first 30 days. But let me tell you about the spooky stuff happening this season. Zombie Iron Man. Yes, you heard that right. You can get 100 shards for him along with 600k gold and 480 LT training modules. I mean, Zombie Iron Man. Just imagine the carnage. And if you don't get him, he might just come after your brains next. Marvel Strike Force also has some awesome PvP modes like Arena and Blitz, where you can absolutely wreck other players. And trust me, the satisfaction of sending Apocalypse packing, unmatched. Plus, with Alliance War, you can team up with friends and absolutely crush it together. Talk about squad goals. I've been having so much fun leveling up my team and taking on all kinds of epic missions. It's like assembling my own mini Avengers every time I play. Team synergy is a must for ultimate effectiveness, and you don't just bash buttons, you plan your attacks. Who should you take out first? I start playing the next minute it's 1:30 AM. And don't forget, use my link or scan my QR code to get Agatha Harkness this month for free. She's been up to all kinds of magic and you're going to want her in your team. Plus, redeem the code Halloween for Zombie Iron Man shards and more spooky treats. Download Marvel Strike Force today, save the universe and crush your enemies. And keep Doctor Doom well away from your backyard. Trust me, it's a blast. Links are in the description, QR code is up top. What are you waiting for? So, onto the soul farming team. But before we start, you need to make sure things are set up properly. And first things first, that means the correct armor bonus. Whatever armor you're wearing, you can get a bonus from it. And if you've got the Death Knight armor, you just leave it on because you're going to get 100% gold, 100% souls, and 100% XP from that. So just leave it as it is. But if you haven't purchased that, then the armor you're going to want to stick on and purchase, if you haven't got it already with gems, is Celestial armor. There it is. Plus 50% gold, plus 100% souls, and plus 50% XP. Because remember, this is souls we are interested in. The next thing you're going to want to check before soul farming is that your Moon pet doesn't need upgrading. If it's sitting there with that little upgrade symbol waiting to be done, make sure you get it done. It's max level. This thing gives you plus 5% souls from battles. Every little helps. One other important thing to make sure you've got in place as well if you're going to do this sort of thing as efficiently and as best as possible is to be in a good guild. If you're in a good guild and they've got the Purple Guardian to level 200, as you can see, you're going to get an extra 50% souls bonus. So that's really important as well. And finally, we want to be in the right class. Necromancer is really good for this. In Soul, gain an extra soul on 4 or 5 gem matches. And talent trees, we have a Soul Caller, gain 1 soul every turn. Those two things don't sound like much, but these teams are all about just squeezing every little bit we can out of it. And with Mana Source, we get a nice fast start to the battles as well. So with them things in place, we just need to check the banner. Tentacle banner is great for this team, plus 2 purple, plus 1 blue, minus 1 green. But the way this team works is basically it's all about the weapon, Phylactery, Sacrificial Priest, and a Leprechaun. They're the 3 troops you have in this team no matter what. And if you've got Faros Ra, it's kind of the icing on the cake because we get that lovely 150% bonus souls from battle. But if you haven't got Faros Ra, just pop in anybody else that has that Necromancy trait. So to search Necromancy in the search bar, apply that and stick in anybody else that has Necromancy, and you'll get a decent amount of souls. But Pharos Ra is the ultimate way to go with this. And the reason is, with the Leprechaun who starts battles with a full mana, we can just explode green gems right off the bat, charging up the team. And with that 50% mana start on our weapon, that'll get charged up really quickly. And Sacrificial Priest starts battles with 50% mana anyway, and has Necromancy. And sacrifices an ally, deals 12 scatter damage boosted by the sacrificed ally's attack. And the summon thing we don't really care about, but stick on Medals of Orania or Medals of Seasons to increase the attack of your team, thus improving the damage. So all we're going to do is cast Leprechaun, get these two charged up. Really important they both get charged up straight away. No point casting Sacrificial Priest if your Phylactery wasn't charged up and cast, because when you do that, you're going to gain an extra turn and gain Magic +1 souls. Let's jump into a few battles and show what this team does and how it works. Explore 1 is where you want to be. You want to make the battles as easy as possible. And as you can see, I've popped my Sacrificial Priest to the top. And that is because you're going to save a little bit of time if you do this. If he does the most damage in your team, then absolutely stick him to the top, because the scatter damage is boosted by the sacrificed ally's attack. In my team, he has 95 attack, the weapon 79, Pharos Ra 81, and Leprechaun 78. So when we cast him, we then basically don't have to move the cursor to whoever's got the highest attack. We can just double press it and get the job done really, really quickly and save a little bit of time. So let us have a look. We just cast Leprechaun, no real looking. We can grab the purple if we need it, or whatever for Phylactery. And you'll see right now, I've got 12 out of 120 souls. So you basically never cast Sacrificial Priest first. It's just simply not worth it. You've got to wait till they both get charged up, the weapon and the Sacrificial Priest. It will happen most of the time with Leprechaun anyway. If not, just spend the extra round or two if you need be to collect the mana for whoever was missing the mana, and then cast Phylactery first, get the extra turn, souls have gone up to 120, then we cast Priest on himself, just double press that button, saving time, not having to select whoever's got the highest attack if it's him, and rinse and repeat. And I forgot to look at the souls. I'll look at it next time. I know it's 426, but let's do that again. Cast Phylactery, cast the Sacrificial Priest, and wipe everybody out. And then let's take a look at the souls. Now with this team on average, let's take a look at the souls first. 426 it is for me. Now this will vary upon player to player. The amount of souls you're going to get is going to vary on your magic level, what guild you're in, if you're getting that statue bonus and things like that. But for me it's 426. But the point is, this will be relative to each person. This is probably for me the quickest way to get souls with a really easy to use team on a very regular basis, on average with 4 fights a minute. So 426 souls, that's over 1,700 souls a minute, presuming 4 fights in a minute. So let's round that down. Let's round that down to 400 souls, because there will be times when basically, well, Leprechaun doesn't get the team charged up. The game may be a bit mean to you in the way that you're not going to get the mana you want all the time. So you may get the odd longer game here and there. So let's round that down to 400 souls. So that's 1,600 souls a minute. And that's going to be 96,000 souls an hour, which is nuts. Obviously that is for me, but it is relative to your magic level. So whatever you're getting, it is still going to be pretty much the highest amount you can achieve, I think, on a very regular basis with this team, because it's so reliable. And just wipe them out as simple as that, and keep on picking up those souls, and just jam on the button, go to the next one, rinse and repeat. You can do this kind of almost without looking. You can just be paying very little attention to it and just keep on going, grabbing those souls. And for me, it is a crazy amount, way past the point in the game now where I need souls anymore. But if you need souls in the game, this is a really good team. And we'll just show what to do in a minute if you don't have a Pharos Ra, because there are still ways around it. Let's get some blue or purple. Oh, see, it's giving me a slow game here. So this is what I said earlier about you're going to get the odd slower game here and there. So I bumped down the souls, rounded it down to a lower amount. It's not going to be really kind to you on a non-stop basis, but we're still going to pick up those souls really regular. So let us take a look at what you do if you don't have a Pharos Ra. What you're going to do is type in Necromancy in the search bar and look for any troops that have got the Necromancy trait. So we'll bring them all up here. And Necromancy is the one that gives you that extra 50% bonus souls from battle. So a really good way to go about it, because it's the best you can do right now to get really regular souls. There are some troops that can give you more souls as well, like Sharonis here, gain 1 soul for each purple gem, then explode all purple gems. But again, you got to wait for that to get charged up and then cast them all. And it'll give you a little bit more souls, but I'm not sure it's going to actually balance out on the speed that you're going to get regular souls from here, because you are going to have to wait to cast him as well to pick up those extra souls from the purple gems. This is not a bad one either. Only 6 mana cost, still got Necromancy, but anybody generally with Necromancy is going to work really, really good. So there it is. There's the team. There's a video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. And feel free to share the video wherever you like. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.